Okay, so I'm just coming to the end of my chains in my second row. So there's 3 stitches left and I've just finished the last V. So I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to treble crochet into the last chain on the hook through both chains. Remember, that's double crochet if you're in the US. And I'm going to chain 2 and then I'm going to treble crochet again into that same last chain. And that is the end of row 1. So you'll see that all of these little V's all the way across with a gap between. Now to begin the next row we need to chain 3 and turn the work. Now we're still working on the body of the flower at this point and not the petals, so you don't need to change colour yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is work into the V's, and this one's going to count as our first stitch, and we're going to treble crochet into that first V. That's double in the US. So yarn over, wrap the yarn round, insert your hook into the V, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2. As you can see, the chain 3 is also in there, so that counts as our stitch. So then we're going to chain 2 and then we're going to create 2 more treble crochets into the same V. Remember, that's double in the US. Then we're going to skip the squarer gap that's in our work, and we're going to create 2 treble crochets, chain 2, 2 treble crochets in the next V. Remember, that's 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the US. So yarn over, insert a hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, and again yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2. So that's 2, and we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do 2 more into the same space. And this pattern repeats all the way across this row, so it's nice and simple. So ignore the square space and work into the next V. 2 more trebles, chain 2, 2 more trebles. US is obviously doubles. Okay, so I'm going to do that one more time for you. Ignore the square space, and each V across the flower, across the work that we're doing, you need to insert 2 trebles, chain 2, 2 trebles, and in the US that's 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles in every V all the way across, and I will meet you back here when we're about. Okay, so I've just come to the end of this row and we have our square space and then a little curl at the end, and we're going to complete the same 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles into that last space. But at the same time, when we finish this row, if you are deciding to do your petals in a different colour from your base, and this is where we will change colour. So what I'm going to do, even though my petals are going to be in black as well, I'm going to show you how to switch colour here. So first of all, yarn over and do your first two trebles into that space on the very end. Getting tangled now. So there's 1 and 2. And we're going to chain 2 and do another treble into the same space, and this is where we switch our yarn. So first of all, we yarn over and go to the beginning of a treble crochet, that's double in the US, and then we're going to yarn over and go through 2. We're going to stop there. We're going to take our petal colour, whichever you've chosen. I'm just going to do green because I'm not actually going to chain mine, I'm just doing this for the video. So loop your tail end of the new colour over your hook, pinch both sides with your index finger and thumb, hold your work and the rest of your first colour with your thumb and your index finger, and pull your new colour through the final 2 loops of your treble crochet, and then we're going to chain 1 in your new colour, and you've joined in the new colour. Okay, so we've chained up a 1 at the end, and we're going to turn the work. Now obviously, as I said, I'm not going to be doing my petals in this colour, but for the purpose of the video I'm going to start off with this so you can see the difference. Okay, so we're going to be working into the V's, that's the 2 trebles, chain 2, 2 trebles. We're going to be working in the chain 2, and we're going to be working for the first 5 of these chain 2s, we're going to be working 9 trebles, that's 9 doubles in the US. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2. We want to do that 9 times into that same stitch, and I work in my ends by holding them over the top of the chain 2, yarn on over and pulling through, yarning over and going through 2, yarn over and go through 2 over the top of them. So you need 9 of those. To complete your 9 in that space and meet me back. Okay, so I've just finished creating my 9 trebles. In the US, that's your 9 doubles. And then what we're going to do is into the space between each V, which is our more square space, we're going to insert a double crochet. That's a single in the US. So insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. Now what I want you to do is create 9 treble crochets in each of the first 5 V's. That's 9 doubles in the US. So this is 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. Now you can insert a stitch marker there, or you can just count your petals after you've completed them. So carry on repeating this pattern, so you've got 5 petals, each with 9 treble crochets, followed by a double crochet between, and in the US that's 9 double crochets followed by a single crochet in between, and I'll meet you back here in a minute. I'm going to switch my colour back to black. Okay, so I've just completed my 5 petals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then double crocheted into the space afterwards to finish that 5th petal. Now remember at the start I mentioned that we were going to be doing 63 stitches, which we did. If you were working on the larger rows and you were doing 81, then I would suggest that you do 7 petals with 9 treble crochets into, or 9 double crochets if you're in the US. If you're working on the same one as us, which is the smaller one, then do 5 petals in the 9 treble crochets, or 9 double crochets if you're in the US. Next, on the final, the rest of the petals that we're doing, we're going to be working 13 treble crochets followed by a double crochet into each of the V's around, and obviously in the US that's 13 double crochets followed by a single crochet followed by 13 followed by another single. So if you work across the rest of your work, completing your 13 treble crochets, your double crochet in between, and your 13 treble crochets and your double crochet in between, all the way across, and I'll meet you back here in a few minutes. Please pause the video here.